Demography depends on two rates. One is the mortality rate and the other one is the natality rate. Before the 18th century, both of them were very, very high. That means the population grew but slowly, very, very slowly. High natality rate, but at the same time, high mortality rate. Nevertheless, in the late 18th century, mortality rate decreased, and the natality rate, of course, was high. Obvious result of this was population started growing. The death rate decreased due to several reasons. First one was the nutrition improvement. Advances in agriculture increased the production of food, and this better nutrition made people more resistant against illnesses, of course. Second, personal and public hygiene. Street plumbing made the streets cleaner, and there was a better access to clean drinking water. And cotton clothes became more usual because they were easier to wash and the use of soap at the same time widespread. Third reason was the public health. Edward Jenner discovered the vaccine against smallpox, and that was the cause of millions of deaths before, and now these deaths can be prevented. Fourth reason, epidemics. These epidemics became less frequent, as in previous times. This thanks to the nutrition improvement and better hygienic and public health. The 19th century was a time of population growth. European people became from 200 million people in 1800, they became 400 million people in 1900. They doubled their population in just 100 years. Causes for this population growth were the decreasing death rate and the high birth rate. Better food supply, plus medical advances, plus improvements in public hygiene made possible this decreasing of death rate. There were notable improvements such as better sewage, rubbish collection, better quality of drinking water, better working conditions. The birth rate was high, like in previous centuries, and the economic advantages of the Industrial Revolution made possible that people got married younger and then started having children earlier, and consequently, more people. The mechanization of the agricultural work made possible farming the land with less quantity of workers, so many peasants migrated to cities in search of work. The urban population in Europe was the 10% in 1800 and increased till the 40% in less than a century. It was the beginning of the urbanization of Europe, but this increasing population was too high for the European cities, so plenty of these migrants had to leave the country just to migrate to other countries and to other continents. Transport revolution played a key role in this process. 6 million people left Europe between 1800 and 1924. Up to 1870, most migrants were British and Northern Europeans. Between 1870 and 1924, many migrants were from Southern Europe, Spain, Italy, Greece, and Turkey. Main destiny was America, but Australia and New Zealand were usual too. Most of British and Irish people went to the United States, Australia, or New Zealand. Spaniards emigrated to Argentina. French people to Canada. United States was the country that received the majority of migration, 60% of European immigrants.